Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing what-if stories in NBA history. It's a tale that connects two of the game's biggest titans, Michael Jordan and LeBron James, through a forgotten prophecy. A prophecy from MJ himself about the one thing that could stop LeBron from reaching his ultimate potential. Now, before we get started, let's be clear. This isn't a GOAT debate. We're here to appreciate greatness, not tear it down. We're talking about two Mount Rushmore figures who have defined their eras. But even the greatest have challenges, and Jordan, with his incredible basketball mind, saw a potential hurdle for LeBron years before anyone else was talking about it. Let's set the scene. The year is 2008. LeBron James is already a certified superstar. He has carried the Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals and is widely considered the heir apparent to the throne. The league is his for the taking. Around this time, Michael Jordan, the established benchmark for greatness, was asked about the young king. He praised LeBron's incredible physical gifts, his vision, and his power, all the things we were seeing on display every night. But then, Jordan added a fascinating, almost prophetic caveat. He noted that LeBron had a tendency to want to be liked, to be a friend to everyone. He was a nice guy. Now, in any other walk of life, being a nice guy is a great thing. But in the ruthless, ultra-competitive world of professional basketball, Jordan suggested this could be a weakness. MJ believed that to truly dominate, you had to be willing to be the bad guy. You had to challenge your teammates, hold them accountable, and sometimes you had to be the one to push them in ways that might not make you popular in the locker room. Jordan's own career was a testament to this philosophy. He was famously, or perhaps infamously, demanding. Stories of his intense practices are legendary. He pushed Scottie Pippen. He got in Steve Kerr's face, literally. He wasn't there to make friends. He was there to win championships, and he expected everyone around him to share that single-minded focus. For Jordan, winning wasn't just everything. It was the only thing. And if that meant ruffling a few feathers, so be it. Think about it from MJ's perspective. He believed that the ultimate leader couldn't afford to be everyone's buddy. The leader's job was to elevate the team, to demand excellence, even when it was uncomfortable. He saw in LeBron an unparalleled talent, but also a desire to build a brotherhood, to lead with camaraderie, rather than with an iron will. Jordan's prophecy, if you want to call it that, was that this niceness, this desire to be liked, could be the one thing that held LeBron back from complete and utter domination. Fast forward to 2010. The decision. LeBron James announces he's taking his talents to South Beach to team up with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. The world was shocked. This move perfectly illustrated Jordan's point. Instead of staying in Cleveland and demanding the organization build a championship team around him, forcing the issue like MJ would have, LeBron chose to join forces with other superstars. He chose friendship and collaboration. Now, let's be fair. The move worked. The Miami Heat went to 4 straight finals and won 2 championships. That's a massive success by any measure. But during that first season in Miami, you could see the struggle. They were a team of alphas trying to figure it out. In the 2011 finals against the Dallas Mavericks, the Heat were the heavy favorites, but they fell short. Many analysts pointed to a lack of a clear, singular leader, a killer who could take over when things got tough. LeBron seemed passive at times, deferring to Wade. It was as if he was still trying to be a good teammate instead of being the guy. This is where Jordan's prediction looks incredibly sharp. Was LeBron's desire to play with his friends and share the load a sign of that niceness MJ talked about? Was it a reluctance to embrace the solitary, sometimes lonely burden of being the undisputed leader who carries the entire weight of a franchise on his shoulders? That 2011 finals loss was a major turning point. It seemed to force LeBron to reevaluate his approach. After that loss, we saw a different LeBron emerge. He went away that summer and worked not just on his post-game but on his mindset. He came back with a new edge. He became more assertive, more demanding. He embraced the villain role that had been thrust upon him after leaving Cleveland. He wasn't just a part of the Big Three anymore. He was the leader of the pack. And what happened next? 2 straight championships and 2 Finals MVP awards. It was as if he finally understood what Jordan meant. To reach the highest peak, he had to become more than just a great player. He had to become a ruthless winner. Then comes the ultimate test of this evolution. LeBron's return to Cleveland in 2014. This was a different LeBron. He wasn't just joining a team. He was coming home to lead a young, inexperienced squad. He was the veteran, the unquestioned leader. This time, there was no Dwayne Wade to defer to. It was his team, his responsibility, and we saw him fully embrace the demanding leadership style that Jordan had personified. During his second stint in Cleveland, LeBron was a coach on the floor. He publicly called out Kevin Love to be more aggressive. He held Kyrie Irving accountable. He wasn't always the nice guy. He was pushing his teammates to be better, demanding a championship level of focus and effort. He was channeling a bit of that inner MJ. He was willing to be the tough leader, not just the fun-loving friend. And the result? The single greatest achievement of his career. In 2016, he led the Cavaliers back from a 3-1 deficit against the 73-win Golden State Warriors to deliver a championship to his hometown. That title wasn't won just with talent. It was won with grit, determination, and an unwavering, almost obsessive leadership. It was the ultimate validation of his journey. He had learned how to win on his own terms, but he did so by adopting a piece of the Jordan mindset. He proved he could be the demanding leader and still be true to himself. So, was Jordan's prophecy about LeBron's downfall? I don't think so. I think it was more of an observation, a roadmap from one legend to the next about what it takes to climb the final steepest part of the mountain. It wasn't about a downfall, but about the final ingredient needed for ultimate success. LeBron didn't fail. He evolved. He learned that there's a time for brotherhood and a time for being the undisputed, demanding leader who will do whatever it takes to win. In the end, LeBron forged his own path to greatness, one that looked different from Jordan's. He showed that you can lead with both camaraderie and with a demanding edge. He found his own unique balance. Jordan's prophecy wasn't a curse. It was a challenge. And like all the great ones, LeBron James met that challenge head-on and became an even greater player because of it. It's a fascinating part of their intertwined legacies and shows the incredible basketball IQ of Michael Jordan, who could see the future of the game with such clarity. What do you guys think? Did LeBron need to become more like Mike to reach his peak? Or was he always on the right path? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's a great discussion to have. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into NBA history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. We've got a lot more great stories to share. Until next time, take care.